Yeah, so sorry for that. Sorry for that. So yeah, let's start all over, right? So a very good evening to everyone who is present here. And this is Prasad from Let's Upgrade, and I hope everyone a very happy and wonderful and a very safe Diwali. Now is my voice clear to you? Now is my voice clear to you guys? Let me just wait for your confirmation. Guys, see 80 students so far joining us. Great, great. Thank you, Abhijit. Right, so just we just finished one class, right? I guess you guys were also there in our SQL day two, and now we're starting off with DSA in C++. So this is the first lecture of DSA, and the next 5 days you guys are going to learn about what data structure algorithms means and how to get started with it. And the language you're going to use is C++. And I say a lot of students are here from DCA and beating and everywhere. Like, so let's quickly get to know right from where you guys are joining us. So let me quickly type. So I am joining from Navi Mumbai right now. So I'm just typing my city, that is Navi Mumbai. So if you can just type out where you guys are joining from, so very quickly, so that meanwhile all other students are joining. And let me just check everything is working fine. Great. Yeah. Gwalior, Pune, amazing, amazing. So, how many of you celebrated Diwali at their homes? Why this question? Because we all are staying apart from, away from our homes for work and everything. How many of you actually celebrated Diwali with your family members? I'm joining from Delhi, Chitrakoot, Kanpur. Great. So, DSA is not important; it's necessary. Yeah, so it's necessary as you correctly stated, right? So if you're looking to get into product companies, or now even service companies have started asking for DSA. So Amit Ghosh, who is your trainer for this whole, you can say the whole sessions, 5 sessions, is going to tell you about why DSA and why it is important, and then on we'll start learning. So I'm not your trainer, so why am I here? I am here to just onboard you guys and tell you how things work, how you can actually mark your attendance and where to get your certificates and everything. So let me just quickly open this. I'll just take more 5-10 minutes to tell you about how things work at Let's Upgrade. So if you are new student, so all who are already learning with us already know how things work, right? So if you are first time joining this session of Let's Upgrade, so let me just quickly go down to this description. So I guess it is visible. Let me just stop this video. It is auto playing. I'm not able to control this, or my laptop is hanging. Yep. Okay. So if you can see, like, if you can see the description, all the necessary links and all the important things are mentioned in this description. So to start with, registration, attendance, certificate download, assignments, and eloquence, everything is present in this one link. So if you are joining directly on YouTube, right? If I'm not registered for the course initially, all you have to do is go and hit on this button, that is that one link which we call, and it will take you directly to that program enrollment. And if you're not signed up, it will ask you to sign up. Like currently I'm not signed up, so let me just quickly go ahead and sign up. Let's see if that works very quickly for me. So it has now signed me up, and now if you can say, if it has also enrolled me into the program. So this is what, so now it is asking me, yep, enroll now. And yes, now I am enrolled. I can get my referral link and share it with my friends and everything. So now let's understand this portal. So this portal, as I said earlier, is your one place to go for your attendance, for your assignments, for your certificates, to get your LU coins and refer your friends. Everything is in this one single portal for you guys, right? So the very important thing at the very first is the progress bar. So currently we are starting, so it's 0. So to get the certificates, a minimum of 50% of progress is required. So without having 50% of progress, will not be able to download the certificate. And second thing, your certificates will be available only after the program is over, that is 29th of October. How you can complete your progress is by marking attendance and submitting your assignments. So I hope I am very clear. I'm very clear on those parameters. The whole schedule for the lectures will be mentioned in this calendar format in this one portal. Once the class goes live, right? Currently, like the day one is live, you need to go and do mark attendance. To mark your attendance, if I'm liking the session, you can give a 10. If you're not, you can go on a lower scale and also mention why you gave that score. Now suppose I am also want to go for the full stack program which get me job ready, and I'm just hitting nothing can be improved. Now as you can see, I've marked my attendance. I'm also attending the class on live on YouTube, and then I go and refresh. you can see that my program progress has gone to 20%, right? So now why is it 20%? Because now the assignments have not added yet. So once the assignments are added, this the progress will automatically be adjusted to calculate. You can say both assignments and attendance have to be done to get the certificates. You can directly watch the YouTube video from right here and the whole schedule, and that is basically it. In case you want to join our Telegram and WhatsApp groups, both the links are given here. If you want to refer to your friends, you can just copy the whole, you can say the pre-formatted message and send to your friends. This is very simple, just that one link you have to keep with you, all your attendance, assignments. And yes, once your program 50%, it is more than 50%, you will get a generate certificate button right here after this, beside this program progress, which is currently not visible because I have not completed 50%, right? So towards, if you are getting more than 50%, the program progress button, sorry, the certificate generate button will be available here, right? Any queries regarding to that? Let me just check. Okay, so I don't think any queries are there, so I guess we can get right into the learning part. So let me just quickly call Amit, who is going to be my trainer. Let me just remove my screen. Yep. So hi Amit, how are you?
Hey, hi Prasad, how are you? I'm fine, I'm fine. Hope your Diwali is good. Okay,
Yeah, it's it's kind of good.
okay.
Yeah. So Amit, your voice is little bit low, so just adjust the mic.
Okay, is my voice correct now?
Yes, yes. Now it's way better, right? So, guys,
Yes.
this is Amit, and he has been teaching our full stack students DSA for quite a long time around now. And this is, you can say, his debut on to our YouTube audience on a bigger scale, right? So, get you can, and if you want to know about more him, I'll let him explain what he has been doing. I went to his profile; it's amazing. So now, guys, you have the chance next 5 days get as much as DSA out of Amit, which is what I'll say, right? And ask as many questions, ask as many scenarios, and I guess we have a problem solving thing also towards the end, right? So I'll just hand it all to you, Amit. All the best, guys, and yeah, all the best, Amit. I'll be here if you need anything, and just type or just say in the chat, and I'll be right here to help you. Right? Over to you, Amit.
Okay, thank you, Prasad. I'll be sharing my screen. Please let me know if my screen is visible to everyone. Okay, I shared my screen. Can you please confirm that my screen is visible? Guys, can you confirm my screen is visible? Yes, yes, correct, correct. I see the comments. Okay, guys. Okay, so hello guys, how are you? So we'll be starting with DSA training basically. So thing is, I have been teaching full stack here in Let's Upgrade. So I started with DSA. I see lots of people are from. Can you guys write like from which background you are from? Uh, so like you are from CS background, you are from college, we are from where? So I get to know everything. So can you guys write what are the things like where you from, what your background? Okay, BCA. Yes, correct, correct. BCA. Lots of BCA non-tech people are there. I've taught lots of people. Like I'm taking current batch, so I know few people who were very underconfident in they're from non-tech and how they will code they didn't know. So right now I know that those people are like way more confident than like they can give. I mean, they can write better code than BTech student, CSE student. I see lots of what. Okay, I see CSE. Okay, okay, Ritesh, IT. Correct, 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 correct. So I was reading through the comments. Someone wrote that DSA is not important; it's necessary. Exactly. So that's why this course is about. So I see lots of CSE students are here. Uh, okay. Correct, correct, correct. Okay, great. So I'll be going. So okay. Before that, I go to start the chemical engineering. Okay, correct. So before starting, before we start with the lecture, So I'll be letting you know that I am from like I work in a company. I'll not take the name, and I have been working in blockchain industry too, in Web3. So that's all about me, and I have been teaching in Let's Upgrade to full stack program people. So with this, I'll be starting with, okay, I see lots of people are from non-tech. Don't worry, I'll go from very basics to like we'll go to advanced topics. As I said, I know in full stack program lots of people are there, you know, who are who were from non-tech background. Then they are very confident right now. They can, I mean, they can compete with CSE guys. So correct. Okay, guys, so we'll be starting with DSA. So, you know, DSA is very, very much essential thing, as we know already. So, yes, correct. So, is my screen visible? My PPT is visible to you guys? Oh, confirm me once, then I'll start. My PPT is visible to you guys? Guys, is my PPT visible to you? Okay, correct, correct. Thank you all, thank you all. Such a great audience. Thank you all. So we'll be starting with DSA. So before, like, we're going to study DSA with what? We're going to study DSA with C++, basically. So if I go, like, I don't recall the name of this person who, you know, history of DSA. Will not go much deep into the DSA thing, you know, not DSA, history of C++. Will not go much into the, you know, thing. Basically, C++ was founded in 1979 by, you know, uh, Bajarne, whatever the name is, from Bell Laboratories. That's this guy who created, you know, C++. So I've taken one, you know, so I just invented the most advanced programming language in the world. So, you know, if you know C++, you can switch to any language, because C++ is very, like, it's a very advanced language, and it's very fun to learn. If you know, it's very like, I'll be teaching you guys from very scratch to high level. So that's what we cover in our full stack program. So why C++, basically? So, you know, so like C++, like previously what we have, like we have C. So C++ is the extension of C language. So C language is what? Like, it's with classes and everything were there, but no objects were there. Like, objects is a real entity, as you like, I'll be teaching you guys everything. So, you know, C++ is extension of C. So basically, why do you learning C++, C, Python, and Java, all those stuffs? Because these are the languages to communicate with what? Computers. Like, we can, like, in day to day like day to day, like we have Hindi, English, Tamil, lots sorts of languages are there to communicate with people, right? So to communicate with computers, we need some languages to talk about. So that some rules are like set. Like C++ have, like, they have some sorts of rule. Python has some sorts of rule. Those are called syntaxes, or anything you call it. So computer language is for what? We need to communicate with the computer. That is what computer language is. So you may not know about binary languages, like computer only knows zeros and ones. So, you know, C++, Java, and everything, those are what we write in those syntaxes, and that gets converted into what? Binary, zeros and ones. Only this, like on and off, what we call true and false. So that only like electrical signals, we as at very low level language, what we call is. So why C++? Like, because if you learn C++, you can switch to any language, because C++ is object oriented. It's very fast, it's high demand. I'll tell you why C++ is more important. Because you can write contract, Web3, if you heard of blockchain and everything, you can write with C++. Lots of languages are based on what? C++. So, you know what? With C++, it's object oriented, it's very fast, it's very powerful, it's scalable. You see, it's high in high demand, you know. like with C++ you can do competitive programming, everything. So it's that much important. Again, I have to take in some memes here, to why C++. Like people like when switch from C++ to Python, Python is basically, it's a very lenient language. You don't have to write semicolons. You don't have to, there's no concept of pointers, and everything stop. You guys getting it? So in C++, when you learn everything and you learn the easy thing, so that become very like convenient. You see this second meme, C++ developers learning, like it means what? Like they are very master of everything. Like smoking is injurious to health, but this is for meme purpose, guys. So Python developers, like, you know when they switch from Python to C++, it's very difficult, because Python, like, they don't care about syntaxes and everything. Lots of lenient things are there in Python, you see. And in the third meme, you see 30 lines in Python, like it's running like a tortoise. And like, whatever, 10 lakhs of codes in C++ is very fast. As we already saw that it's like C++ is very fast, you know. So these are all for mean purpose, by the way. So that's why we will start with C++. If you know C++, you can start with everything. Okay. Now, question is, basically this is class with what? DSA essentials. We'll not cover lots of things about history and all. Basically you need to know that we need to learn computer languages to communicate with the computer. Like you need syntaxes. Syntaxes means what? Grammars. Like we need grammars for writing in Hindi or English or Tamil or Bengali, whatever. So that's why we need language to talk to computers. There we get what? Like C++, Java, Python, those are the languages. Now question is, why DSA? Like, it's very important. You see the meme here. Like, people nowadays want to learn web development, everything they want to learn, but they don't want to do, like, don't want to learn algorithm and data structure. You guys getting it? But it is the most important thing. If you know, Google is the, you know largest company, like it's the biggest company in the world. Google, it's the biggest tech company in the world. Why? Because they know how to use, data structures and algorithm. If you see their search engines, their all those techniques, searching your techniques, and sorting techniques, everything stuffs, those are very, very efficient. Okay, I'll be talking about, algorithms, by the way, the like why algorithms is needed, why data structure. So basically, what does data structure means? So data structure means structuring the data in a correct format, usable format. That is what data structure is. So there are lots of names we give as data structure. That is, we call as array, stack, queue, linked list, graph. Those are what? Data structures. And what does algorithm means? It means a set of rules. Algorithm means what? It's a set of rules to write something in an efficient way. Okay, what do you mean by efficient? Like in computers, we only care about two things, that is time complexity and space complexity. What does that mean? Time complexity, we want to run whatever code we write in minimum time, and whatever space we're going to take in the memory with minimum space. Like that is what we strive for. That is what computer science is about. you know we strive for, like, we want to run the code in very minimum time, and we want to what? We want to get that, like, a program should take less amount of space in the memory. Okay. Okay. Okay, great, great, great. Okay, just, yes, will be okay. DSA full form is data structure and algorithm, guys. So Divyam will get the PPT or not. I'll try to share it. Okay, I'll ask the moderator here. Okay, he'll get you there, like whatever. So we'll start with we'll start yes, correct. C++ is a object oriented language. Correct. Aradhana. Yes, correct. So we'll start with very basics. And hi Sheikh. We'll start with very basics. We'll do lots of we'll try to do questions also. Tomorrow we'll start with loops and functions. Basically, I take these classes, with lots of classes in full stack program. Today, like it's a very short boot camp, so that's why I have to cover everything in like short amount of time. By the way, at the last, you guys know, right? At the last, what I'll do is, in the fifth day, what I'll do is what we'll try to create a calculator, like everything, like advanced calculator. Advanced calculator, we do that project, and we'll try to solve, whatever I'll teach. You'll guys get to know, lead code problem you can solve, all those stuffs you guys can do with whatever I teach from the very basics. As I told that you guys are from I see lots of people are from non-tech background, so you guys can see, I also taught lots of people in my full stack web program. There people are very, like, they are the non-tech people are more talented now than the CAC and IT guys. So you get, like, I'll teach everything in very detail. Right now it's boot camp. I'll cover everything. If you don't understand, let me know. I'll get you there. So without wasting time, I'll go forward. Okay. So why array we use, like array use for use Sudoku game. So array is what? It's basically a data structure to like get stored data, like to store data. Like data means what? 1 2 3 4 or ABCD, those kind of datas to store. So that's why arrays use stack. These are what? Arrays, stacks, queues, linked list, graph, Dijkstra's algorithm. So these are what? Till graph. These are what? Data structures. And what are the uses? You can see that a Sudoku game, that array data structure is used. Data structure is for what? Structuring the data. Like if you go to a library, suppose, and you want to find any mathematics book, and everything is messed up, it's not like structured in, and it's not written in the shelf that it's a maths book column. So it will be very difficult, right? So you can imagine how much Google data stores. Like it stores lots of data. So if you search something, if I search, see, if I search history of C++, you know if I search this, within like few seconds it is giving me results. Lots of results. Are you getting it? So if it is not structured in the database, so it is very difficult to find these keywords. History of C++, it's very difficult. So you see Google, that's why Google is like very like advanced a tech company. You guys getting it? So this, there is like where data structure is needed. Like you search something and you get within seconds. If you search this, suppose if you search this and you're getting result after 20, like 1 minute or 2 minutes, so you'll be get bored, right? So that's why Google is famous. So like with stacks, so you do undo redo operation in what, like where stack is used basically. So you do undo redo operations in word processor, like and in browser. Suppose I go here, correct? Suppose I click on this link. So where stack is used, stack is for what? Redo undo. So if I want to undo, go back to that position, you click here, right? This back position, this is doing what? This is doing undo, isn't it? Like I again clicking here, I am going back. So this means what? Here what? Stack data structure is used. Similarly, where queue is used, like in operating system, circular keys, like when suppose I want to switch from this PowerPoint to this browser. So this is doing by what? Queue. Are you guys getting it? So these are the things, these are the uses of data structures. Similarly, linked list, you play like songs and everything, and it gets all the stuffs, you are getting it. So graphs, Google map, Yahoo map, all those map, shortest path you want to get, all those stuffs are. So you see how much data structure is important, how much it's important. So I'll teach you everything in very details. Like it's only 1 or 2 class, but I usually take arrays, like we are getting arrays in one class, but we usually take arrays for more than 8 9 lectures, not 7 lectures, with lots of programs, ins and outs, lead code problems, code forces problems. You can do everything. will those like which are those interview questions asked on arrays and everything. We cover everything in our full stack program. So you guys can to, learn about those also. And algorithm, what I said, algorithm was it's a set of rules to cover. We'll do one algorithm, like we'll swap two numbers today. Like I'll try to cover that question to swap two numbers, you know. So in algorithm, how like I'll try to get you in the day-to-day life example with algorithm. Basically, suppose you want to make tea, right? So what is the algorithm will call is like, we'll take tea leaves, okay, we'll take a spoon for that, we'll take container, you know, we'll take milk, we'll take water. So these are the steps, right? First of all, we'll boil the water, then we'll put some milk, we'll put some sugar, then adding the leaves. Those are what? Those are algorithms, like, you know, steps, predefined steps, like you are defining some steps to complete that, like to make a complete tea. So we'll try to you know, do one program that is what, uh, swapping of two numbers. So that's very common, you know, thing, that swapping of two numbers, right? So we'll try to cover that. So that's where what, data structure and algorithm is used. And if you go, you know, how data structure is important, if you go for a job, no, nowadays, like every company, like if you know data structure, see, you see, I've taken this meme. Why? Because no one cares about data structures and algorithm, because they find it hard to you know, learn the things and everything. And if you like ask my students, no, in the full stack program, they'll say you that it's very easy, data structure and algorithm I taught in that manner. So you guys can like understand, like, you know. Okay, apart from coding, like how we going to cover, like how I basically cover, you know, I'll teach about basic syntaxes and programming, then analytical thinking, like how to build logic, like how you get things, you know, everything. So we have 8 class, like one I like I have one student that people like one 8th grade you know, student is here, like with I teach that guy. So you can understand, like anyone can learn programming if you get the right path, you know. So 8 class you know, guys there with us, people from Nigeria and everywhere, like there in my like you know, program. So you know, we'll do with what, like basic syntaxes of programming that is going to learn today and tomorrow. Then you know, analytical thinking, how to improve logic and everything stuffs in the next slide. I'll going to take that, you know, I'll give lots of stuffs also, you know. So then DSA, data structure and algorithm, that is DSA. Then advanced DSA, we deep dive into like advanced data structure and algorithm, you know. And you practice, like this is the main thing we're going to do, practice, 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 you know. So this is the thing. So tips to improve logics. So why I'm this covering this, because you'll guys not like give much attention to this, you know. That's why like I every time when I take class, I cover these things, because this is very important. Because after 2 3 classes you'll say I'm not getting it, I'll leave it. But this is very important. Software industry is very booming industry, like it's very high paying industry, you get lots of salary in this, you have skills, no one can replace you, you're good to go. You're like you'll be earning lots of money in this industry. And everything is running by software now. Everything, what like you call anything now, blockchain coming in the place, machine learning, ML. So you see the importance of, you know, softwares. Okay, so always do like try to write pen and paper, then do the coding, you know. Why? Because this will get you the concepts very good, like, and it will remember the things. I always try to do these things in PPT, then I'll ask, then I go for, you know what, actual coding. Then we go to actual coding wherever we go. Okay, then healthy discussions with 2 3 I have had written 2 3, but basically in our program, people's like I've created their groups, Discord groups and everything. There people like ask doubts and like solve their problems. 30 40 people are there already, 50 60 people there. So they, you know, try to solve and all those stuff. So this is very important step. So try to do these things, you know. And you know, revise those concepts, whatever I teach, revise those concepts, and whatever I take example, try to cover that, and take another examples and all those stuffs, you know. And don't, like in internet you'll get lots of resources, don't get overwhelmed. Don't get overwhelmed means what? Don't like I'll cover this also, that also, everything I'll cover. No, don't do like that. Okay, like take the things which is necessary. You know, need not to do everything. Are you getting it, guys? Then what? Practice, practice, practice. This is practice will make you perfect, nothing else. Okay, like what we do basically, we take small steps. You getting it? Will not jump here to here. We'll take small steps. I'll be going from very basics, like very basics to advanced. You guys will get it, everything. You guys getting it? So you, with time, you can see that change in, like, came in you. Are you getting it? So okay, I'll see. Okay, today's basically we'll cover, C++. Okay, great, great. So basically, today we'll cover with variables and all those stuffs. You can see. Today's class is introduction to C++. We'll do variables. We'll print hello world a program. You'll do one, two programs more. So we'll start with that. Okay. Then after that, tomorrow we'll start with loops and functions. Then day after that, we'll start with arrays and then stack. Then at the last day we'll do one calculator that is there in your mobile, that to calculate addition, multiplication and modulus and all those stuff, tan theta and everything, like sin theta, cos theta, all the stuffs what we do in mobile. That calculator is going to make that project. And I'll give you stuffs like how you can solve, the stack overflow, not stack overflow, lead code problem and code forces problem, whatever I teach. So it's very minimum time, by the way. So I'll try to cover everything. So you guys, yes, correct. Is Sarvesh, if eighth grade student like he learn here, so you can understand, you guys can obviously get it. So okay, great. I'll not waste much more time now. Okay, so this another you think, like if you take action, then like your hope becomes, like it's become very big. Like if initially what hope and fear becomes like they are equal, but when you take action, your what your action, when you take action, your like hope becomes high, and fear becomes less. Are you guys getting it? So by this we'll be starting with like C++. Like we already talked that it is like extension of what? It is extension of C, correct? So C++ is an object oriented language basically. So I'll try to, okay, hello world, we'll print hello world today. I'll try to cover that, how the what is the template, how we'll write, will not waste our time by installing and all those IDs. So I'll go with what, online compiler. Are you guys getting it? So it will be familiar, because some people will be installing some other compilers and some people will other compilers, so that will become very difficult. So that's why I'll cover everything in what, online compiler. So it's very like it is same for everyone. Are you guys getting it? Okay, so we'll do with what, we'll start with C++, that is hello world, printing hello world. Okay, printing hello world. So this is hello world. You can print your name also, not to like it's not necessary like printing hello world. So okay, so how we start writing a program? Okay, so we start writing program, like I'll write it. Okay, I'll directly take you to the you know compiler. So this is like online GDB. This is the website.com will use. So I'll refresh it. Okay, so you know so here you, from here you can change what, the language. So we'll choose C++, what, 17. We'll choose C plus, these are the versions of C++. Okay, so we'll choose this. So writing, not writing, basically it's printing hello world, correct? So today we'll do will print hello world. Okay, so this is the first line of a program. Okay, that is what. Okay, this is like it's automatically given. Okay, like when if I also refresh it now, you'll see. If I also refresh it, you see it's there, its template is already there. So I'll get you through the template, whatever the template is. So this is basically what, suppose you want to print this hello world, or suppose anyone name, right? Suppose okay, okay, suppose I want to print Aditya, correct, in this here. So I can write Aditya here also. So we'll start with what, this is what, we'll start this program by hash include iostream. So basically hash include means what, like it is including the libraries iostream, that is input output stream. This is the like, and using namespace, this is a standard, this is what, standard library, this is what, standard library. So this is the, this whole is basically, this is the basic template. Okay, we have one main function and we terminate every statement. This is called statement, whatever line is there, that is called statement. So we terminate the statement by what, this is by semicolon. Are you guys getting it? We don't write for main function, and we don't write for like wherever we include whatever. So I can here lots of libraries are there, right? Hash include iostream, this is for input output stream, that c out, c in, like c out for what, giving the output, c is for, c in for taking in the input. Okay, I'll try to cover everything, no problem. So this is for this is what, standard library. So namespace is basically, inside namespace what is there, here we are taking only one namespace. So inside namespace there can be functions and everything, stuffs can be there. Are you guys getting it? So this is nothing, this line, first line, we have to include input output print, otherwise we cannot print this c out, like we cannot do c out. Basically c out is for what, c out for printing the, like whatever we write. So in c we use printf, in java we use some things like system.ln, like console dot, all the stuff. So you see, so in c++ we use that to print something, we use c out, and to take input without, write as c in. So this is what, function, this is main function. So in every program will have main function for sure, will have, for every function, like every code we have main function there. This is called as driver code. Basically it will drive the whole program, driver. Okay, I'll write driver only. So this main function, how I can understand. We'll tomorrow we'll learn about functions and loops and everything. No problem. So I have to cover. So these things I cover in two three lectures. But since time is very less, so I have to cover in like in a fast way. Are you guys getting it? So this is what main function. This is called at read as main function. Int is for what? Int is a variable name, like int is a data type. Okay, I'll write it here. Okay, okay, before printing I'll try to cover this thing. Okay, data types, I'll try to cover data types first. Okay, so guys, one thing you need to remember is, this is the basic template of to write any code. This is the basic template, this line will always be there. Okay, hash include iostream, iostream, I is for input, o for output. So this for c out, uh, this iostream, c out and c in, iostream is use input and output. So otherwise it will give error in the code. So this is main function. When you use curly braces, that defines a function. Okay, and this is a standard library where we'll use in C++ or any program where namespace will be these other stuffs will be used. Inside namespace, functions, variables, all those stuffs are there. When code base is very big, so there we can use 2 3 namespaces also. So I'll go with what? I'll go with data types. So in C++, basically we have data types as what, guys? Anyone knows? In the chat section, can I see how many, like in C++, what are the data types here in C++? Can I know? Okay, size of the font is not clear. Is it for everyone? Size of the font is, not big. Okay, increase my font size. Okay. Correct. Okay, I'll make it. I'll make it, bigger. Correct. No problem. Is it fine now, guys? Size, my size of the font right now. It's correct, right? If I write, yes. Aniket, int, float, and all those. So these are what data types. Yes, less. So we'll start with very basics. We'll not go with everything. Yes, correct. So data types, in data types, what are the data types are here? Int. This is what? Int is what? Int is what, guys? Int is basically, it's an integer. Int is a data type for integer. Basically we store, when we write int, basically we store what? Integer in the int. Then we have what? Char. Char for what? Char for character. So I'll increase the more size here. I'll increase the size to suppose 28. So we use char for what? Character. Okay, great. How many size of this char integer? Anyone can, they can write in the comment. I'll see and I'll write it here. Okay. So these are the data types, correct? Then we write float. We'll take not lots of data types. We'll write only few. This is float. Float is for what? It takes real values. Real values, that is what? 1.5 and everything. All this. So I'll write how we define this. We'll write it as, what? We'll write it as, suppose int a equals to 5. Suppose I write this statement. This is called as what? This is called as statement. So I suppose I write it as int a equals to 5. I have written int means a will be of integer type. I cannot write 5.5 here because 5.5 is not an integer. So I have to write what? 5. So a is what? Variables. We'll study about that. That is variable. A is a variable to store data, and this equals to sign is called assignment operator. This is like, we need to, there is a difference in mathematics and in programming. When you use double equals to, that means like this equals to, basically this means equals to in mathematics, but in programming we call it at assignment operator. When you use double equals to, that time it is called as equals to in programming. Are you guys getting it? I will cover everything, no problem. So we'll we are trying to understand the data type, that is int. We write as int here. Are you guys getting it? So int means it will define that a is of integer type. I cannot write 5.5 or a here. Are you guys getting it? So for character, how it's written? It's written as char. So these are the data types. Are you guys getting? So I can write any variable name. My name also, Amit, Shubham, anyone there out there in the chat. I can write their name, anyone name here as a variable name. But for simplicity, I'll write ch as the variable name. Okay, equals to what? We write character in a single quote. Are you guys getting it? C. Suppose I want to take C, and I'll terminate by what? Semicolon. Are you guys getting it? So these are the stuff. So this is what data types. Float. So for float, what we write? Suppose float, I write as f. Suppose this is the variable name, float f equals to, you know, what? Float means what? I said decimal number, 5 point, suppose 5.8, correct? So this is how it's defined. Now double is there, you know, double. So this is another data type. This is another data type for real values only. This is another data for real values, but for bigger values. Are you getting? Float is taking 5.8, 1.23. So for double, it's take real value. So how we define that? We write as double. You know, suppose I variable name as d. So this is the syntax basically how we define an statement. Are you guys getting it? So double d. Suppose I am writing bigger number 557.889. Suppose this thing. So this is defined by what? Double. Are you guys getting it? So you see data types. We are taking only lots of data types are there that will we cover whenever we need it. We will not go with every data type and we'll write and every will just waste our time. No, we'll not do that. So these are the four basic like a very useful data types: int, char, float, stubble, double. You know, string is also there for uh, like printing the string and everything. Are you guys getting it? So these are what? These are called as data types. So can we see right now in the code now? Can you understand this now? This is for what? This, if I don't include this has to include IOStream, then this C out has no meaning. Are you guys getting it? This C out has no meaning. And this is the, it's a standard library. Are you guys getting it? So this is standard library. We have to include it. This namespace is defined in the compiler. This is what? This website is what? Like it is a compiler which allow me to run the code. Are you guys getting it? So here what I said, when we write character, we write in single quote. But when we write string, we write in double quote. In C out, we just print out the statement. Are you guys getting it? So tomorrow we'll see why I am calling this as function. I'm calling main function, right? I'm calling this function because double round braces are used. So that's why it's a function. So we'll try to run this code. Okay. And return statement. So return statement is there to say that, okay, code is executed because main is has what data type? Its data type is what? Integer. So it should return some value, isn't it? So if I suppose run it, this is the basic program. If I run it, it say hello world, correct? Because if I don't write this return statement also, no, if I don't write return statement also, no, by default it will run. By default it will run because by default it will take the value. Wait, I need to refresh it. Sometimes it happens, guys. Okay. See, I didn't use the return statement. Still, it is giving the value. And what it is saying, program finished with exit code 0. You can like you can write return 100 also. It will give output. Are you guys getting it? Because why? Because this will write in execute code like this is for saying that code execution is correct. Are you guys getting it? So to get the output, so here it will write as 100. If I run this also, this will run. Okay, again happened. Like this is happens with this website sometimes. Okay, I'll try to refresh it again. So if I write, if I've written 100, no, so you'll see in this output, that will come as what? 100. It will say, okay, it will give the output as hello world. And you see the exit code is what? It's giving as 100. Are you guys getting it? Yes, correct. Everything, yes. I'll try to cover that thing also. Okay. So suppose you don't write the standard library here. Okay. So this is called comment. This when I use double slash, so this will not get executed. One more thing is if I write C++ is a case sensitive language. If I write C as capital C, no, it will give error. If I run, no, it will give error. You see, C out was not declared in the scope. Means what? In IOStream defines what? C out as small c, not capital C. So if you written IOStream, but still it is giving error. You see, it's not giving hello world as output because I have written what? C as capital. So one thing we can learn from here is what? C++ is a case sensitive language, so it should be small. Suppose I don't want to use this statement here. Suppose I forgot to write this statement. So it can be, done this way also. I write C out, no, std, then this operator, if I run this, no, then also it will give output hello world. You see, I commented out. This means what? Double slash means what? It will comment out, it will run, not run. So that what means double slash. I'll write it here. What is double slash mean? So this means what? This means what? Single line comment. Single line comment. Comment do what guys? Comment do, it does not execute that. Like 5 line, fifth line will not be executed. So this std you have to write, and scope, this is called as scope resolution operator. So we'll use scope resolution operator if we don't use this. So we can also print the value, but every time we cannot. If I suppose I want to write another, suppose std, then I have to use scope resolution operator and C out. C out for what guys? Printing some value. Then I have to write, if I writing any words or something, that I write in double quote, and I need to execute the statement with semicolon. Suppose I want to write let's upgrade full stack program. Correct. So I need to, if I don't see here, I don't use what? Semicolon. If I run this, it will give what guys? Error, isn't it? I use std, this website, no. Okay, so if I run this, then it should give error, because what it's saying guys? So expected semicolon. You see, I didn't use semicolon. We have to terminate the program, like terminate the what? Statement by what? By semicolon. Are you guys getting it? So if I write semicolon, then it will give the output. Are you guys getting it? Okay. Now you see hello world and let's upgrade it is coming in one line. Suppose I want to print in the next line. So what I'll do is I'll take this insertion. I'll take this insertion operator. Then I'll write endl. So endl is written for going to the next line. So endl is for what? If I run this, you see, previously coming in the one single horizontal line. Now why it's giving error? Okay. Okay. Before writing this, I'll write it here. Suppose. So why endl is written, guys? Endl for going to the next line. I'll show you how. Endl. It is for going to the next line. Okay. Okay, correct. So you see, every time if I want to print, 100 statement like this, so I have to use std and then scope resolution operator. So it is not convenient, right? So that's why we use the direct library here. Like we using namespace std, and we directly use the standard library. Then we don't have to use this. If we are using this statement, we don't have to use this. So I'll delete this. Still you see it will run. If I run, no, still it will. But you see, it is coming where what? Hello world, then it is directly starting here. Are you guys getting it? So what I'll do is I'll write endl. Endl means what? it goes to the next line, isn't it, guys? So it is going from here, this line to this lines. Are you guys getting it? What does endl is doing? What endl statement? Yes. See, oblique n we can use, but we generally like everyone has different style of coding. So we use endl or slash n. We can use. Okay, okay, correct, correct. Okay, I'll ask Sheikh. I'll ask to if you can send the PPT. I'll ask it. Okay. So now one thing is we'll see is that is variables. What is variables? So variables are what? So variables are for what? That those are what for storing datas. Variable. Okay. So variables are used for storing the data. So variable name can be anything. So there are rules of writing variable. So like you cannot start with number writing variable. So variable is for what? We'll see. We'll see. I said it's for storing of data. Okay, great. Suppose here I write int a. We have written this now here. Int a equals to 5. Suppose I write this here. Int a equals to 5. Okay. So this statement means what? This is a integer. The variable a is of integer type. Correct? Variable a is of integer type, and a and value 5 is, and sorry, and a is assigned with what? A is, so this statement means what? Int a. So we always write data type before writing the before variable name. I can write here Amit also. I can write let's upgrade also in place of a. I can write anything variable name. So we in mathematics we used to write x equals to 5, or I can write x also. It will be very like convenient to you. If I write x, no, x equals to 5, it means what? X is storing the value of 5. So suppose I want to print this statement here. So what I'll do, I have to, for printing the statement, I have to write what? C out only. So, so I'll write it C out, and I'll write the value of XS. So this is whatever I'm writing, this need to be written in double quote. Are you guys getting it? So value of X is, what is that? X. So I'll write X, and then I'll end the statement. So value of X is, are you guys getting it? Int x equals to 5. And this equals to sign means what? This is in programming, we call it at assignment operator. But in this equals to sign, we call it as, I'll write it here, equals to, this is called as operator. Okay. So basically this is different from mathematics. In mathematics, we call it as what? Equals to. But in programming, we say equals to as this. Are you guys getting it? So this is called as equal to operator. in programming. And this is called as what? Assignment operator. Okay, what is the work of this? It means 5, here 5 is given value what? I'll make it bigger now. Okay, this means what? 5 is given to the x, like value of 5 is given to x, it is assigned to x. We read it this statement. And x is a variable name. X is a variable name of the variable is what? X. And that is of integer type. Are you guys getting it? That's why we have written 5. We can write 10, 9, anything, only integer. Are you guys getting it? So if I print this, for printing what we do? For printing without write C out, then insertion operator. This is insertion operator we use. Then what if you want to write? So this will print here, and value of x will come as what? 5. So if I run this, if I run this, so it will come as what? The value of x is 5. So you see, there is no gap, so I can like give gap like here. So you see, like x is 5 is coming together. So if I give this, you know you see the value of x is 5. So this is how we print. So okay, today's time is over, by the way. Tomorrow, like, lots of it's very less time we are getting. 1 hour is very less time. Okay, great, no problem. But we'll try to cover, the swapping of thing and algorithm for swapping and everything, and for loop functions. So as I know that you guys are what? You guys are from very different. Sir, please, how determine global? Okay, so everything will be, okay, great. Okay, guys. So today we'll end here. Okay, so tomorrow, we'll start with the attendance is given. So 5 days you have to cover, we have to attend to get the certificate. And like we have another program that is of 399, that is what you guys, we call it as workshop. There you get 2 months of subscriptions and all stuffs. So those, you guys can join that 2 months with only 399 rupees. Are you guys getting it? So uh, that thing is there. But today's 1 hour is already over, so I cannot extend more than that. So you guys can, will try to do that. The last will try to do what? We'll try to cover the uh, thing, everything. Okay, so someone is asking that, please. Okay, no, not to worry, not to worry. Okay, so there are types of data types are there, right? So global and local data types. Okay, so people are asking questions. Yes, correct. Ritesh has given the answer. Like, there are two types of data types: global data type, and we can declare data types globally or locally also. Like when we suppose writing a function and writing outside that function, that is called what? That is declaring as global data type. Are you guys getting it? So you guys will get to know everything. But if I talk like whatever you say, if I talk those things, right now, so lots of different stream people are also here. Like they'll not get to know everything about that. Are you guys getting it? So yes, correct. So Divyam, int or void, like void is a data type which has no return type. Are you guys getting it? When we return nothing, then that time we use void. And int is for what? It is returning some like integer value. So that's why you see it needs to return like int main, right? So when we write void, we'll remove this statement. We'll not write this statement. If I write void, so it means what? Void means what? It will return nothing. Void means what? Nothing. So when we write void main, so we cannot write because main need to return something, so it need to be int. It must be int. Are you guys getting it? So suppose in function we use some function we use void. So I'll get you there. I'll get main is also function, but I'll get you there. If I write something, in function, if I do the write void or int or all those stuffs, So you can see there the difference. But void means what void means it will return nothing. Are you guys getting it? Okay, so in the pin chat, you have given the one link, registration link is there, you guys can. No, nothing means what? It will return nothing. It can, functionality will be there, Divya. Return nothing means output will be there, but that functionality, it will returning, not returning the what here. Those things I'll cover everything void, and I'll try to write the function. When I'll cover the function and everything, I'll take there. But in main function you have to return. Are you guys getting? It will return some value. We are getting some value, isn't it? Here we are getting some value, that is value of x. So it should, it should print, right? But when in function, if I write void, so that time we will be not doing c out or also all those stuffs. So we'll be returning here maybe in main function or where. So that will see. Okay. Yes, correct. So you guys can fill the attendance there, we'll cover. Okay. We'll cover everything, no problem. Okay. Yes, correct. I am XD. Yes, void is null, 0. Yes, correct. Void means null. Correct. Okay, at the last day we'll do uh, the grade program, that is like a small project. And with that we'll try to cover one lead code problem also. Like I'll try to give you the homework also, like you guys can solve it, everything. So money, this is for C++, you know. So this is not Python. We are not learning Python data structure right now. We're learning data structure with C++. So DSA, not DSA with Python. This is class for C++ with Python. Okay, guys. So we'll end it here. Okay, we'll end it here. So tomorrow, join us again. We'll start with functions, and I'll try to cover fast. Okay, thank you, Ritesh. Thank you, Ritesh. uh, okay, great, guys. Great. Okay, who is there? I'll try to what. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. All of you. Thank you so much. I'll be teaching you everything in very details. Don't worry. Don't like I already said. Don't overwhelm. Like don't overwhelm with the resource and everything. Go step by step. You'll get everything. Not a problem. Not an issue. Are you guys getting it? Don't get overwhelmed. Okay. Okay, guys. We'll end the session here. Thank you, everyone. Have a happy Diwali to you all. Okay.
Thank
Okay,
you, Abhi.
okay, thank you. I can see Gaurav Kotwal. He's my student there. I guess that Gaurav Kotwal is that one. Okay,
Right. I
great.
guess a lot of students from a full stack have also joined. Abhijit is also, I guess, recently joined the full stack program. Right. So
Correct,
thank you
correct.
very much, guys. Thank you for being here on this, even on a festive occasion. Around 100 students is not bad to start with. So I hope you get your friends along tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
So, and we are planning to have more kind of session with upcoming new technologies and everything on YouTube for you all to try out and make your decision to get into industry, right? And with good trainers who can teach everything from detail to that, so that the technical, like you having a technical degree or not, isn't a barrier for you anymore, right?
Correct.
So we will do in a story manner so that it's like teaching to a small kid. And yes, so I hope I see more than 100 students tomorrow. So get your friends along and let's learn DSA the best way possible, right? So with that, I'll be signing off for the
Okay,
day with.
Parul is asking question that where to mark attendance. Parul, it's there in the top chat. It is pinned. You can see, or you can see. You can go here. If you see my screen, you can go here, and one link is there. So there, if you mark attendance like you're 50% above, then you'll get the certificate, and you get LUCAN. So you'll like get what, you'll get the discount. Correct. So yes, attendance, please. In the description of that video, you can see like one link, everyone in one place, everything in one link, you can see that. So there you can click and mark the attendance, guys. There you go. Okay, great, Gaurav. Great, Gaurav. Happy you joined here also. Okay, correct. Okay, you can end the session.
Right. Okay. Bye, guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow, and Amit will be waiting for you guys tomorrow as well. So, bye bye. Have a great day and enjoy the long weekend and the long holidays you have. Right. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye bye.